Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Diana over at Crafting Parties. I know I haven't done a video in a long time, so something I want to do this year. Try to make more videos. And today I am going to be making this. I'm sorry, you guys can't see it. This Trolls. I guess it's like it's made out of foam. Let me see if I could show you guys. I wish I had a better camera. I'm using my phone, sorry. Anyways, we're going to be doing this, and I'm going to show you how I put this together. I've shown you guys on other videos, but I guess people like to see just different, how I do different characters. So what I start doing is I find an image I like, either on Google or I purchase it on Etsy. Excuse me, I am a little sick. And then what I do is I size it to whatever size I need it. In this case, this one is about 7 inches tall and 6 inches across. And I will be using this to put on my goodie bags. So then what I do is, after I print it, it doesn't have to even be printed in color. I just printed it in color just because I like to use ink. And then you cut it. And sometimes I like to leave an outline if I'm going to put another color on the back. Sometimes I like to leave like a black outline. In this case, I'm not going to do that. So I just cut it exactly where I want it. And then on this one, I cut out the eyes, the nose, and the mouth area. So when I go ahead and paint it, it's easier for me. And then on another copy, I did the hair. And this is so I can do the glittered hair. And it's separate. Okay, and then I used these thinlits that I purchased on Wish, and if I can find the link, I will leave it down at the bottom. It's a set of, let's see, I think it's like 3 or 4. Yeah, it's actually 4. So you get a big one, another size, and then I'm using the smallest one for big flowers. And then you can just run that through a Sizzix or any other machine like that. And then I have several that I already made. And I did them on glittered craft foam. And then to make them curly like that, because obviously craft foam is flat, what I do is once I cut my image, or my shape with the thinlit, I use a hot, what is this, straightener, hair straightener, and then I just put it on here, and then it just automatically face down, and then it just automatically starts curling up. You don't, it's like for a second or 2 seconds, and then you just remove it, and then you just like sort of like bend it a little, and then it just stays that way. Okay, so I did several of those because I'm going to need them. Let me put these aside. And then for the green area right here, I just cut a strip of foam. Okay, so then let's put these together and I'll show you how I do that. Excuse me. Okay, first I am going to use, this is skin colored foam, and I'm going to use the big piece. And all I do is just trace it with this sharp object, and I use this. I think it's like a needle threader or something. I'm not sure what it is. If you guys know what it is, comment down at the bottom. I bought it on Wish also. But you guys can use anything, a wood dowel or whatever you guys have on hand. Before I got this, I used to use a safety pin, so that gives you an idea. A toothpick, whatever you guys have. Just because if you use a pen on the foam or a pencil, it doesn't work. I mean, trust me, I've done it and it doesn't work. So you can totally see this once you do this, and I'll show you once I'm done. It totally shows on here, so you don't need a pen or anything else. So I don't know if you guys know or if you guys follow me on any of my social media. I am taking some time off from taking orders just for personal reasons. I'm just finishing up some orders that I have pending, and I said I was going to take some time off up until the 1st or 2nd week of April, and I'm hoping to come back by that time and start taking orders. But in the meantime, I'm just playing around with stuff and finishing orders that I have. Okay, so I traced this onto the foam. Now I don't trace the holes of the eyes and the mouth. I don't trace it on the back side. I do it once I cut it, I do it on the front side. So I'll show you that. So then you take a cutter. I have this one. You guys, you can use one of these or anything you guys have to cut. And I'm just going to cut the piece a little smaller because it's too big. Just easier to cut. I'm going to put this aside. Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to show you. I don't know if you guys can see. Oh, you can't see it on here. You can see the lines. Once you trace it, you can't really show on the video, but believe me, it's visible. And then all you do is just cut your shape out. So like I was telling you guys, I'm going to take some time off and hopefully come back in April to start taking orders again. I really enjoy doing this. It really gets my mind off of things. Not that I have any problems, but I mean, it's a stress reliever, and it brings in a bit of money, so it helps out. So it's a win-win. But yeah, I needed to take some time off and take some time off for myself and for my kids and my home, because I can really be in this room for hours and hours, and I've neglected a few things. I don't know if any of you understand me. If you guys do crafts or have any other hobbies, just time flies in here. Okay, so I've got this cut now. So here's my shape. It's all cut. So now that's on the front side. Now I can trace the eyes and the nose and the mouth. So I just put it over my piece, and using this again, I just trace over it. I just trace the openings here. And then what you do is just use some acrylic paint to paint the mouth and the eyes. I'm not a really good painter, so I have a hard time. But use the acrylic paint to paint the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. So that's what the face is going to look like. I'm not going to do that right now because it's not even going to dry. So then, this one's fairly easy to make. There's not a lot of pieces. So then I take the hair part and I use some glittered craft foam, which I have right here. Excuse me. I have a big piece. And you do the same thing. Just trace it. So what is some of the stuff that you guys do? Do you guys have any hobbies? I know I've done this for about 6 years, I think. And I started, it really did start as a hobby, just because my kids were little and I just wanted to spend some time with them at home. So I quit my job and just wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. But yeah, I had to do something. I didn't just, they were little, so when they were sleeping or, you know, I started doing this and it just evolved. I mean, people just, you know, it started with my family, you know, hey, can you do this for my daughter's birthday, or, you know, and then with friends, and that's how all this started. I didn't really start doing it professionally, like I said, till 6 years ago, when my kids were already, you know, older. My daughter's going to be 21 and my son is going to be 16. So my kids are, you know, they're older now. And my daughter's in college, but she's here locally, so she's still at home. And my son's in high school. So I have plenty of time now. And like I said, you know, I can spend hours in here. But not because they're older means that, you know, they don't need my attention. Our kids need our attention at every age. And I think, you know, especially with my son, he's a teenager, and I think, you know, he needs it more. My daughter is pretty chill. She's going to college and, you know, she's a good girl. So is my son, but he's at that age. Although I didn't experience that with my daughter, you know, but my son is, he's not rebellious or anything. He's just, you know, see how far he can go with me and his dad. But I enjoy being here. Okay, so let's put the scrap aside. So now here is this piece. And now all you do is just glue it on here. And I will be using this glue. And I get it from a vendor in Mexico. And it's, I really, really like it. I mean, I still use my hot glue gun. I still use it. But this stuff is great. I mean, I really love it. It's called Pega Fuerte. Excuse me. And I really, really like it. You don't need a lot. Just with a few drops on here. And man, does it really stick. It's sort of like, I think it's sort of like crazy glue, but it's not really crazy glue because I've tried crazy glue on here and no, it doesn't really work. It doesn't really want to stick, and sticks on some places, and you know, but this stuff is really good. So just be careful not to get it all over your hands, because then it's really hard to get off. Okay, so once you get it on there, make sure you press on it. Make sure you have it where you want it. Well, especially with this glue, because it's really hard to get off. Okay, see, it's already stuck on it. I can't. If I try to remove it, it's going to rip. So there's that part. Now I will need the green strip that I did where I put the flowers, and let me get my 3 flowers. Now I've tried gluing this part onto the hair with the hot glue gun and even with this one, and it's not sticking, and I think it's because of the glitter. So, oh, you know what, guys, I messed up. I should have done this before. Anyways, I'll tell you what I did. Doesn't matter. It's not going to show. What I did was I used a stapler to staple it onto the hair, like I did with these. You can see the staples are on the back, just exactly where the flowers are at. So I'm just going to use this one. Actually, I'll just staple it on here. It's not going to show because it's going to go on my bag. So what I do is I staple this part here. But if you guys can find some glue or whatever, you know, that works on there, totally fine. Use the glue. I'm just stapling it because it's, like I said, I tried gluing it on there and it's not working. And then just cut the small piece out. There we go. And then I can use this again to attach my flowers. So just a little bit on the bottom, just stick it on there. You won't even tell that there's a staple there. The flower covers it. So make sure whatever size flower you use it, if you're using the staple. If not, then you have to worry about that. And there we go. Now all you do is just paint the face, but like I said, I'm not going to do that now because I already have one that's already made. And it's right here. Okay, let me see if I can show you this a little better. I don't want to drop my phone. There we go. And in the back, it's just this part. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put this, it's a little taller. There we go. Should have done this. There we go. Here we go. See, I should have done this at the beginning. Okay, sorry about that, guys. I'll know next time. Okay, so this is the finished product. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, like I said, use it on my goodie bags. And I have one here that's already made. And I used blue just because Poppy's dress is blue. And then I'm just gonna, oops, it's going out of focus. There we go. Okay, so I'm just gonna glue that on here. I'm not gonna do that yet because I'm not ready to glue her on here. I still have to do something else, but you get the idea of how it's going to look. And if you guys are interested in the template for the bag, I sell the template. Let me close this off, sorry. I sell the template for the bag. And this is what the bag looks like. And the template is $15 plus 7 shipping. And it looks like this. Well, it's actually done on a thick cardboard. This is the template, or I mean, this is the shape of the template. And then you just, it's very easy to put together. There's a video on my YouTube channel that you guys can watch. Excuse me. And it's very easy to put together. I also have one for a backpack, a template for a backpack. That's a little harder to make, but it's not impossible. And it's also $15. And if you order both, it's $30 plus 7 shipping. Or 15 for just one and 7 shipping. So this is my project for today. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I am going to give away the template of Poppy for free. I just don't have it uploaded right now, so if you guys can give me a few days, I will go ahead and scan it to my computer and email it to you guys when I have it ready. So if you're interested in the template for Poppy, not the bag, just Poppy, I can do that for you guys. Just leave me your email down at the bottom and I will email it to you as soon as I have it ready. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have any questions, leave them down at the bottom, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you later. Bye.